Okay, I'm going to do a quick frame video. This is an 03 to 06 4.0. Let's see, TJ, I'm losing my marbles right now. 6-cylinder frame. Very, very good condition, no rust, straight. The flaws it has, I'm going to point out to you. These videos are intended to show you this frame or other parts that we do or I do as if you were here in person. So that's the idea and that's the goal. If I don't come across that way, call me and you can bitch at me because I've been doing these a long time. So it's straight. I came off of running and driving Jeep. We stopped buying them at yards, which I would highly recommend not doing as far as big junkyards that don't specialize in Jeeps, because so basically the story is I used to only buy full Jeeps, and they used to come off the road, and then they got extremely hard to find, which they still are, and extremely expensive. So we decided to start going out to other yards and buying their frames, and I would travel around the country, mainly California, Nevada, Arizona, those areas. The problem is there's not a lot of yards that specialize in Jeeps like we do. There's a lot of big yards out there that specialize, but don't specialize in anything. And the problem with those yards is you end up with frames that you don't really know the condition of when they got pulled. They say they're one thing, and then you get out there and they're completely different. So, with that said, this one is a verified clean straight frame. Now, it's been sitting in the yard a while. Matter of fact, we didn't even know we had this until last week, which I know sounds surprising, but when you see how many frames we move out here and our backlists and stuff on it, then it's a little bit more believable. Because it was in the back of the yard, it's taken a little bit of abuse on these lower control arms because we had some axles sitting on them and they got folded down. So I kind of pounded them out the best I could. A little bit of heat to them would help straighten them out. This one's the worst one here, and I took a hammer to it. Nothing's cracked or anything like that. A little bit of heat on that, and if you could press it flat, that would be better. But you could probably you can actually do quite a bit with these. They're in the right place and everything, so you don't need to do much to them. But that's it. I'll knock off some costs on that for you. This is again an 03 to 06 frame, and if you're going to use this on a 9702, it is possible. Everything will bolt on except for two things, which we sell, and you can buy those and then put this on an older Jeep if you like. The two things are a belly pan. The mounts are different. They will not align up. I can assure you 100%. Upwards, downwards, and everything. Don't take my word for it. That's fine, but you'll find out the hard way. And then the other thing, and that's actually a little bit more manageable than this guy. You have to go with an 03 to 06 gearbox. Those do not interchange. If you try to mount it up, it runs into that front crossbeam. It will not work. So you have to use an 03 to 06. So if you get those two pieces from us in addition to this frame, then you can mount this on your 9702. And being this one's going to be discounted somewhat, normally a good solid frame like this goes for about $3,500, and as you see in the ad, the price is significantly lower than that. You get to save some money for our mishandling and losing this frame in my yard. So anyway, 303-666-9020. I wanted to start with the bottom half. Let me flip this guy over here. They're not very heavy. They only weigh 50 pounds. And since I washed the bottom and had this in the dirt when I did it, it kind of got the top dirty. So as you can see, this is still all factory paint here. It comes all off there. Now, 6-cylinder and 4-cylinder, the way they differ, if you don't know, is those motor mounts right there. The 6-cylinders are close to your shock towers, or coil spring towers, whatever you want to call them. And the 4-cylinders are moved back, and that's because the 4-cylinder motor is identical to the 6-cylinder, except for it's lost 2 cylinders. So they compensate that by stretching those motor mounts back. So that's a factory thing. That's not something we did. This is exactly where they're mounted, factory. And there is an offset. That's normal. That's just how they come, and whatnot. So you can see this thing is absolutely beautiful. Factory paint through it out. Again, this is just dirt on it. Let's see. Show you that there. Just to show you we're not hiding anything. Coil spring bucket's beautiful. That's an area that loves to rot out if you're on the East Coast, Midwest, where a lot of these go. And then the back skid, or back frame section. Again, this is down into this grease and show you. See, that's nice factory paint, well preserved under there. So I think that's it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to shoot me a call, text, email. Our new website just launched. You can see other frames we have up there. You won't see a lot of 6-cylinders because we rarely get them listed because they're usually back ordered, so we usually have people in line waiting for them. And if you are one of those people and want this frame, let us know. Otherwise, don't wait. You'll miss your chance on this one. So again, Jeremy, Jeeps Unlimited, 303-666-9020, jeepsunlimited.net. Thanks a lot.